everyone, in this lesson we will talk about phone editing on mobile phones. One of the main apps we use is called Polar. Next, I'm going to use this video to explain some usage of Polar in photo editing. Please watch this video. In order for you to see the screen more clearly, I am recording a demonstration on my computer. This way, it is more intuitive. And the interface is exactly the same as on the phone, but with a larger display. If you have an iPad, you can do it on the iPad. Polar is known as the Photoshop of the mobile world. How powerful is it? It basically has about 60 to 70% of the functions available in Photoshop. When it comes to photo editing, it is quite competitive. Let's first look at its interface. This is import, and this is export. Let's then take a look at this row on the side. This is filters. This is text. Tap it and you can add text. This is face tools, which allows you to make some adjustments to the face. This is crop, which provides professional cropping functions, including angle adjusting, flipping, and inclination adjusting. This is overlays, which allows you to add various visual effects on top of the image. Of course, this feature requires purchasing in the mobile app and upgrading to the professional mode. Look at the right side. This is adjust, where you can make adjustments to elements such as color, lighting, vignette, distortion, transformation, and so on. This is local adjustment, which is more professional. For example, you can use masking to make adjustments to specific areas, such as changing the color temperature or adjusting brightness and darkness. This tool also requires purchasing in the Polar mobile app. It costs money, but it is not commonly used. This tool is called History. This is Undo, and this feature shows the contrast between the original and the current effects. I will skip talking about these features since they are not available in the mobile version. You do have this. It is in the top right corner of your phone. On this computer, it is located in the bottom left corner. There you will find settings and account, where you can choose the workspace, Express, or Pro. Personally, I prefer Pro because the features are distributed in a more evenly manner. So, this is a basic operation interface. Now, let's start editing the photo. Find filters. This feature provides a myriad of filters. Click on More, and they will be displayed here. For example, there are many filters under the standard category. In addition, when you do not know how to edit a photo, this feature provides you with many options, allows you to discover different ways to adjust the image. Let's choose a filter randomly. For example, the black and white one. I'll use this photo for illustration. This slider shows the intensity of the filter. As you move it downward, the number decreases, indicating a weaker effect of the filter. As you move it upward, the number increases, indicating a stronger effect. Indeed, this slider allows you to control the intensity of the effect you want to achieve while editing the photo on this basis. You can further adjust various settings, like increasing the brightness of your photo or reducing the contrast. You can adjust it according to your preferences. Shadows can also be adjusted here. This feature is exactly the same as in Photoshop on a computer. You will find it has all the features available in Camera Raw. Well, when editing the photo, we only need to rely on our experience to make modifications. In the case of this photo, it was captured as a silhouette, without much detail in the dark area. Let's see if we can enhance the details in the dark areas. That's awesome. We can basically enhance the details. Let's see if we can reduce the highlights. Let's take a look. It is overexposed. Let's reduce the contrast and increase the brightness. Let's have a look. This photo is very clear, and we can see the details in the dark areas. This is one of the advantages of Polar. It allows you to restore most of the details present in the photo, while minimizing excessive alteration. So, it is a good option. Well, if you don't like this filter, you can switch to another one. Let's see this one. Roulette. Not bad. It gives a film-like effect. Also, you can further adjust all the elements to your liking, Well, for photos like this, when editing them, all you need to do is find your desired effect. You can find it in Filters, which is represented by the 3 circles. Click on More, and you will see many filter options. You just find the one you like. For this photo, I think black and white is more suitable. So we look for a black and white filter, just like the one we used earlier. Let's choose a filter close to black and white. Okay, this one. On this basis, let's increase the exposure slightly, making the image less dark. Okay, then this photo looks good. In addition, there are many other options available, such as sharpening, clarity, color, luminance, and HSL. All these are available in Photoshop. Since I have converted this photo to black and white, I cannot do other color adjustments on it. So I'll use another photo. This is an aerial photo. I'll first find a filter for this photo. Let's see which filter is more suitable. Let's start from the beginning. Obviously, this photo is not suitable for a black and white filter, so we can choose a color filter that we think looks good. It should not be too deliberate or artificial. Therefore, try to find a filter that is close to the original, but with some subtle color variations. Let's find one from these filters. Highlight is good. On this basis, we can make further adjustments. We can increase the exposure slightly to make the water surface and beach look better. Then we can slightly increase the contrast and reduce the blacks. Increase the contrast slightly. Now the water looks good. We can also increase the clarity to make the photo appear more sharp, enhancing the details of the people on the beach and the coconut trees. Further down, there are other features as well. Here you can find HSL. This allows you to fine-tune each color individually. For example, you can increase or decrease the saturation of the sea's cyan color according to your preference. Here I increase it slightly. If you want to make the sea bluer, you can slide to the right. Now the sea looks unreal, so we can make just a slight increase. Okay, the luminance can be adjusted here. Can make the photo look brighter and also enhance the green color of the leaves to make them appear fresher and more vibrant. The change is obvious. You can also change the color and adjust the saturation accordingly. Generally, when adjusting a particular color, we can use HSL. H stands for hue, S for saturation, and L for luminance. Hue, saturation, and luminance, these terms are quite self-explanatory. If you need to crop this photo, you can click on the crop here. For example, I don't like the houses on the left side, so I crop them out. Okay? Get a little back. It's done. Let's go back to the settings. I want to add a border to this photo. Find the border. For example, I want to use a white border. I find the white color option and click on it. Now the photo will have the better effect with the white border. You can adjust the width of the border according to your preference. Increasing it slightly will give a nice effect. Similar to Polaroid photos, you can also change the color of the border to your liking. I prefer white because it will give a cleaner look to the photo. You can also add text to the photo. Click on text and then double-click on the photo to enter the text. For example, I enter Borke. Okay, now the text has been added. You can also change the font style. For example, to make a change to the text, you can modify the font and choose a different font style, such as Haiti. Okay, the font has been changed. Now, the text has a better effect with the chosen font style compared to the previous one. You can also adjust the size of the text. You can increase the size slightly and lower the opacity a little to create a blend between the text and background. The text is missing. Well, maybe it's because of the processor. Let's add another one. Change the font. This one. Okay, now this photo is basically finished. Click on the Save option to save the photo. This app is very user-friendly. You just need to know several features. To put it simply, you can start by adjusting the colors, then adjust the exposure, refine the detail, adjust individual colors, And finally, add a border. These constitute the initial stage of editing the photo. Afterwards, you can add text to make some cropping adjustments. Done. Polar as a photo editing app is simple and easy to use. You can use it often in your everyday life. Let's wrap up this lesson on mobile phone photography. Thanks for watching.